Why can't I do anything with the photo? Tool rack. Pair of scissors, screwdriver with a muddy tip hanging on the rack. Then it might be from it when it was used to repair the plant rack. Think I've seen this black soil somewhere before? That's it, the photo frame on the desk. Remember the same color soil in the hole for the screw that holds on the backing board. So that must mean Anderson used his screwdriver to take the photo frame apart in this room. But the old frame looks like it goes with the old photo inside, and they haven't found any other photos in the room. Unless Anderson didn't take the frame apart to change the photo, but for another reason, like hiding something between the photo and the backing board. Mesh the screw on the photo frame, usually remove the backing board just as you expected, you see something hidden inside. Social Security card. Photo is Anderson, no mistake about it. Andrew Stevens is not Anderson's name. Who is Stevens? Canine Collie. At least that's correct. Its numbers are the social security number, but judging from the first 3 digits, it's not a bulletin number, it's not even from this state. I think I get it. The Stevens must be a false identity used by Anderson. He somehow managed to get the social security cards, which allows him to have an alias. Then all he has to do is deposit his dirty money into an account opened by this Mr. Stevens. By doing that, even though the church is strict in its scrutiny over the ownership of assets, they have no way of finding any records related to Anderson's assets or spendings. I have to say it's pretty smart. But no shadow can hide from the light of day forever. Now that I have this evidence, I can confront Anderson anytime. Okay, what is the quest saying? No? Confront. Okay, but I would like to save for this. Leave. Still here. Perfect. Overwrite. Confirm. Confront. I would like to ask you a question. Ask away, my child. Answering questions and dispelling doubt is the mission bestowed upon me by the Father of the Forest. I will do my very best to provide you with an answer. I want to ask, do you remember anything about fallen angels in Skid Road? Fallen angels? I don't understand. But you're regular, are you sure? This is the temple of the Father. Such talk is sacrilege. Leave at once or call the guard. You could do that, but if you do, no one would be able to stop my friend on the outside from telling the church and press all about Mr. Stevens. How do you know about that? You still want to call the guard, Venerable Father Anderson? I get it. Let's talk in the inner hall, as you wish. Seems that your reason for approaching me was to gain access to the tower room all along. What? Think you've been careless? Maybe it's all just the Father of the Forest plan. Perhaps you would have found my secret whether I let you enter the inner hall or not. Sounds like you've become very pious now that your bad deeds have been exposed. Perhaps I would like to thank you. I've had enough of all that pretending. I just never had the courage to end it. How about, before I answer your question, would you like to hear my story? Sure. I never met my parents. When the old chaplain found me, I lay shivering on a park bench, but it's not uncommon for healthy babies to be abandoned in Skid Road. I was sent to live in a church orphanage. My child was pretty uneventful. I was educated by the church. I did what was expected of me until Milena came along. Milena? Anderson gaze gradually moves away from me. It is almost as if Milena is floating before his eyes. If you were asked to imagine a stereotypical priest, Anderson would not be far from its result. After all, one could say priest, more than a middle-aged collie who says so much without really saying anything at all. Although, as the prison's chaplain, perhaps his stereotypical image is just what is needed to project the authority of the Father of the Forest to the inmates. You really need to read now 13 pages. Growing up in orphanage. Melanie was a new teacher who had been transferred to Anderson's orphanage. She was kind of beautiful, although not much older than a teenage Anderson. Strong maternal air about her. Presence was like sweet spring water. Blah blah. First love. Follow smooth. Elena was diagnosed with a terrible illness. Still healed the children. No one was able to heal her. He was by adulthood, applied to the seminary. He did not want to become a chaplain, but circumstances of his life led him to choose this path. Try to make a living. Spent more than 10 years going through the emotions. Boredom and self-loathing had long been the overarching themes of Anderson's life. Blah blah. And Memphis had been an unruly child. Oh, that's playmate in the orphanage, yeah. Sneaking cigarettes, alcohol, and even pills to sell to the other kids. When the chaplain found out, he accepted the punishment of being kicked out of the orphanage. After that, he lived on the streets where he endured much hardship at a young age. However, with this courage, determination, and luck, he eventually made it out, becoming a mid-level leader in a gang and controlling considerable territory, including the Fallen Angels Club. Memphis was surprised to see that Anderson had become a chaplain, as Anderson had once told him that the business with Elena had made him question the Father of the Forest's existence. Seeing his chance, Memphis persuaded Anderson to stop living a dull life of self-imposed celibacy. Instead, he would show Anderson the true meaning of life. Before long, Anderson began using his power and connections in the church to outsource the charity activities of the Cypress Diocese to a foundation controlled by Memphis. In addition, the contracts for the renovation of church buildings had purchased books and other also skipped the usual bidding process and were awarded directly to companies owned by Memphis. Understandably, Memphis greatly valued this sacred money tree. He made sure that Anderson received generous financial reward and used his gang connections to create an alias, Mr. Stevens, by which Anderson could avoid the church's scrutiny over the ownership of assets. But Memphis said there's a new girl today that I just have to meet and that she will surprise me. The new girl Memphis spoke was Iris, a dancer at Fallen Angels. The moment Anderson first laid eyes on her, it was as if time stood still. Iris identical to Melina in every way, her appearance, her voice, her mannerism. Anderson was absolutely dumbfounded. This must be the Father of the Forest way of making amends and bringing Melina back to me. From that day on, Anderson considered Fallen Angels to be a church in which he could truly put his faith. He spent almost every cent he received from Memphis at the club and even rented a house in the suburbs for Iris on her birthday. He said that he had imagined himself and Melina living there in happiness, though no separated by cruel reality. However, an illusion is like a bubble that bursts when you try to touch it. Iris did not respond to his advances. After all, as far as she was concerned, Anderson was just another weird middle-aged customer. Every time Iris' show was over, Anderson felt nothing but emptiness. There was no Melina, there was nothing. You can guess the rest. Iris soon found a boyfriend who happened to be the mayor's driver, so that his girlfriend no longer had to put up with the weird custom. He wanted Anderson to stay away. Perhaps Anderson understood deep down that Iris was not Melina and stopped going to Fallen Angels. This is the way faith forces people in submission. First it takes everything from you, then it gives you a glimmer of hope. But when you reach out for it, it takes it away. Again, eventually you will come to believe that everything is down to fate. Like a fallen leaf, you are at the mercy of the wind. That's my story. Sorry if it was a lot. It was! After all those years of listening to others spill their hearts in confession, I never thought the one who let me take off my mask and reveal my true self would be a prisoner. I'm ready. If there's anything you want to know, just ask. Where are the houses? Is something wrong with Iris? Can't go into details, but if you want to help her, be honest and tell me where the house is. The neighborhood is between Easton and Southbrook. It's called Orchard Heights. After entering the neighborhood, take the first left. The house is at the end of the road. There's an apple-shaped mailbox out of front. Bury the spare key underneath if you need it. it's money you're after, you're going to be disappointed. 6 months ago, Memphis told me he'd found a faster way to make money and asked me to invest with him. That was the first time he'd ever asked me for money. I didn't hesitate. After all, he also has dirt on me. But I later found out that he was actually on the wrong side of some gang infighting, so he needed money to disappear. So any money I had is with Messis somewhere far away, or at the bottom of the ocean. Plans for future. Resign from the priesthood after we're done here. Maybe leave the city. And if you want to report me, it won't stop you after all. I've broken laws, both religious and secular. When I'm gone, there should be another chaplain to take my place. Hopefully, he will be a true believer. If you or your friend on the outside find Iris, can you give her a message for me? Nothing. Forget about it. Understand. Let me be alone. I need to rest a while. Okay, what is my quest? We call now. Yeah. We call him. Okay. Hello. Okay. Let's see if there is any quest for me which I would like to do. There's no stereo. No. Sleep cookies. No. Laxatives for 150. Laxatives. Let's see what one laxatives costs. Guess this is sleeping pill, yeah. No one has some laxatives for me. No. I would just like to know the price. Hello? Hello? No. 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 Nope. Nope. Okay, I guess we are not taking this quest. Let's listen here. Rudolph, you haven't spoken since lunch. Is something the matter? Yeah, the assistant director wrote back this morning. The director is considering me for the boxer role. That sounds like good news. The thing is, the producers are demanding that shooting starts by the end of the year. But I won't be out by then. It's clearly just an excuse to keep me out of the project. I bet you wish you really were the Comet right about now. He's faster than a speeding bullet. You would be able to run straight out of here. If you could have any superpower, why not get a better one? Like invisibility? You wouldn't have to worry about jail. No one would even know what you've done. If you ask me, you better get the ability to pause time. You could stop production until you finish a sentence. Interesting ability. I like it. Very interesting. Not sure if I want to talk with those two. I'm scared of the crocodile. Override. Hey fish, come here. Are you talking to me? Of course, who else would I be talking to? What do you want? I didn't have enough for lunch. I want to buy some snacks from the machine, but I'm out of money. What a coincidence, I didn't eat enough for lunch either. The portions they give us in here, not even enough to fill up a mouse. Cut the crap. I want to give you a chance to help me out. Give me half the money in your pocket and I will let you pass through here, or else what? I will teach you some prison etiquette. Teach you real hard. You're trying to shake me down. What if I say yes? Then I'll suddenly feel very sick. I feel like I'm going to pass out. I passed out. Get the hell up. I ain't in the mood to watch your shitting acting. Well, I guess it didn't work. Oh. I guess so too. Should we do some workouts? Or read books? I'm not sure. Okay, there's nothing. Items. Yep. Yeah, you can have this. Yeah, anything else? Not sure. Maybe we would like to go to the church and just read through the books, if I even can do this anymore. I thought there was some cutscene. Took so long. Hello, Father. Please let me be alone. Click, click, brr, click. Plan trick. Flower that's wilted in a church of how ironic. No, but I guess I can take his money now. But I think he needs it. But I will take the liquor. You don't need this. If he doesn't have any money right now, I think he can keep his $50. Can I talk with the guard? Okay. Never mind. Not sure if reading books is really, yeah, gives me anything. Pay to use. Leave it. Do something for your body. One more time, then we will have to rest. Yeah, no energy. Let me just sit for whatever time this was. Okay, then one more time. Okay, and it's dinner time. Okay, first thing, we are calling Reed. Reed 64580. I hope you're here. Yeah, I got the address of the house in the suburbs. Tell Rita you found Anderson's secret and confronted him with it to get him to tell you, hey, wasn't that fast? It's in Orchard Heights and has an apple-shaped mailbox. That's pretty specific, I'm sure you can find it, but you're not the only one who's made progress. Wanna hear what I found? Of course, why you were asking. Ask someone to dig into the mayor's driver Domino, Iris' boyfriend who died in the river. They bought a small tape recorder and some tapes through a TV shopping channel the week before the accident. A record on tape, so that must mean that's right, as it strongly suggests that Domino is in possession of the incriminating recordings. And after Domino's accident, maybe some of the recordings never came out and were discovered by Iris. Certainly possible. But that's enough info for sharing for now. I need to head out of the house. It's still unclear what Angelo's guys know. It would be bad if they got the jump on us. Yeah, okay. I will wait to hear back from you. Be safe, buddy. I will see you in the visit room when I get the recording. Bye. I sure hope we can get the tape. Now I just have to sit tight. Yeah, I guess I can wait another 2 days. Wait patiently.